Good morning to you and also you. Are you wondering how you can stay fit, how you can stay healthy? Well, I got a secret tip for you today. Intermittent fasting. Do you do it? Do you know what it is? Well, tap in so you can get more information.
If you can get through that,
Let's
you can get through
go!
anything, okay? And at that moment, I knew my life would change forever.
Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because we've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, stars Tina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
The edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had them at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedies. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good.
Yeah. I was like,
Stars Tina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
You're a superstar. Hey, hello again. So I'm super excited to be here today. If you did not know, I am Tina, also known as Stars Tina. I am your life and health coach. That person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And when you tune in with me, let me tell you something, okay? The first thing you're going to get is that motivation. And I'm super motivated today. We had an amazing workout. Motivation is so very important, but we all know motivation doesn't last that long, right? Someone can motivate you to get out of bed. Someone can motivate you to work out. They can motivate you to eat clean for a couple hours, but it leaves when they're gone, right? It's like, okay, they're gone. I can eat crazy. That is why I give you the inspiration to look within your heart, inside your mind, your soul, your body, so you can achieve everything you want. The motivation, the inspiration. And lastly, I'm going to give you that transformation. We all want and need a transformation. God has created us to have that transformation. Yes, yes. Now listen to this right here. As I was watching my sizzle reel, I was looking at how I've transformed over the years, whether it be my weight, whether it be my hair color, my style of hair. And just really quickly, are you confident with who you truly are? Like when you look in the mirror, can you stand 10 toes deep and say, I love myself? I remember years ago, there was a point in my life where I loved myself, but I didn't totally love myself. And for me, it was my hair. For you, it may be your weight. It may be the way you talk, the way you stand. But for me, it was always my hair. And a few months ago, I realized it was my legs, right? And you have to think back. Where did these thoughts and where did these feelings come from, right? And I say this because my goal in life is to do God's gift, and God's gift and my purpose is to transform lives. So with that being said, when I talk about my hair, when I was a little girl, I was in high school, and back in the 80s, there was the weaves, and I'd always do like a ponytail. I actually have a permanent dent in my head from the comb. You ever do that, girls? You have your hair pulled back and put a comb when they have a ponytail there. But I was hanging out, and this person said to me, I had my natural hair, which was short, and they said, you look so much better with long hair. And ever since that day, I always wore wigs or weaves. Hey there, Ashley girl. It's always the hair. You know that, girl. You know I miss you so much, girl. And I was doing a lot. I had a group, I had a community of women, and we would go live all the time. Now, when I worked out, I would have two wigs, one wig for the workout, one wig for when I got dressed. But we were talking about hair and how like black girls don't swim, black girls don't exercise. You know, I'm saying my hair, Ashley. Renee, show us their notes. We love her. So she said to me, well, if you were wearing your natural hair, you wouldn't have to worry about not wanting to swim or not wanting to exercise. And when she said that, it kind of like hit me in the face. I was like, really, girl, you coming at me like that? But it's the truth, right? And I always said, Tina, once you embrace your hair, oh, baby, you're going to be next level. So I had to tap into that inner strength, that what I believe in, right? And lastly, I'm going to share with you my legs. Someone's like, you should wear shorts. And I'm like, I don't want to wear shorts. You know, I don't like my legs. And I work hard on my legs. And the person said to me, well, who told you that you didn't have nice legs, or that, you know, that you had this complex in your head? And I had to think about it because I couldn't remember. And I remember it was years ago. I was going out with this guy and I had on shorts, and sometimes you might have a little cellulite on your legs, lady. Am I the only one that sometimes got a little dimple there? And he was like, ew, you have ugly legs. And ever since then, I stopped showing my legs. So you have to look within yourself. And I just wanted to share that little tidbit because that was on my heart heavy this morning. So as you can see on the bottom, have you heard about our workshop? I got a workshop I'm doing this Thursday. It's going to be an amazing workshop that's going to transform, that's going to turn your body around. It's a free workshop. And I like to do these once a month. And a workshop is something that's interactive. So right now, I want you to drop in the chat if you have any questions about health and wellness. I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting today because Tuesday nights, we have nutrition meetings. We had our nutrition meeting last night, and it's wild how these meetings go because the focus was intermittent fasting, but it kind of sheared off to milk. I want some cookies and milk. Who knows what movies that's from? Anyone know? I was like, cookies and milk. I love that. But anyway, we started talking about milk. Almond milk, oat milk. So I'm going to do a whole series on milk, intermittent fasting. So if you have a question about your health and wellness, tap in because I'm going to be doing an 8-week transformation challenge. This is for new customers only. Sorry, current customers, you can't tap into this because the price is just too amazing. I'm doing an 8-week challenge. And in this 8-week challenge, you get to be a part of our community. Oh, you ask, what is our community about? Let me tell you. Our community is one of the best communities in the world. One reason is it's not led by me. It's led by God, which means it is supernatural. It is super perfect. It is wonderful. And there are so many aspects to our community. My bloody well connection is going through. So anyway, the community. I have different people in charge of certain aspects because I can't do it all. God just dumps. Like this morning, I got brain dumps, and thank goodness they have the send later app on the text messages because I was at like 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'm like sending messages to Renee, to my daughter. But anyway, we have our regular classes. Now, I've been teaching classes forever. I love the energy. We have our fitness classes. They start at 5:25. Yes, I know, 5:25. But we do a little praise and worship devotional in the morning just to kind of like get closer to God as a group, as a family. And then we hit our workouts. We have classes for seniors. My mother teaches the senior classes. She teaches Monday and Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. So if you have a senior in your life, or someone who's starting their fitness journey, Silver Stars. My mother teaches it. It's absolutely amazing. It's fun. It's, she plays praise music. We also have Betsy who comes through and does some yoga. We have our nutrition class. We have a book club. I love our book club. Our book club, I don't know what day it is. We're reading The 4 Agreements. I love that book. I could read it over and over and over and over again. And recently we have another community. It's Elevate Speakers. And this is a community that helps you with your speaking, with your public speaking, right? I've won many awards. I've done many things, and people are always asking me, Tina, can you help me? Can you help me? So in this community, we're helping people that may want to do a podcast. They may want to do lives on here. They may want to get on stages super early. Yes, I know they're super early. because that's my vibe. I'm really looking for someone who can teach nighttime classes, because when it gets to be like 6, 7 p.m., your girl, just the energy is low. So if you know anyone, or maybe you want to start teaching classes, I can train you to teach classes. Hint, hint, hint. Ashley, if you want to teach, hint, hint. All right. So I said I was going to talk about intermittent fasting. I'm not going to be in here too long because I got to hit the yoga up. Like I said, this is your opportunity to drop your questions in with your health and wellness. Strength training is amazing. I agree with you, Ashley. We like to push ourselves, right? We're up to like 25 pounds now. And I'm like, yes, looking at the ladies. And some women don't understand that you have to lift weights if you want to be long, if you want to lean, right? I heard it too. I don't know if it's true, but I heard Ashley's going to come through with those muscles and she's going to teach our nighttime classes and push through. But intermittent fasting, seriously, do me a favor, type in the chat if you currently do intermittent fasting. Have you ever heard of it? Do you know what it is? And I remember when I first heard it, and actually one of the girls in my class, Kim, I'd always say how you want to have protein 20 minutes after you work out. Because when you work out, when you're lifting weights, you're ripping your muscle fibers. And when you rip your muscle fibers, you have to repair them, right? So you normally want to take the protein 20 minutes after you work out with only water. Why? Because it goes straight to your muscles. If you have the almond milk and the strawberries and the blueberries and the chia seeds and this and that, it takes a little longer for your body to digest it. So when you're working out, lifting weights, you want to have the protein right after you work out. And if you need help with some protein, you can tap in. I use my Arbonne protein, which is vegan, but we're talking about intermittent fasting. So I can't see. Talk to me, people. Who does the intermittent fasting? So really quick, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why it is important to do intermittent fasting. The first reason is it boosts fat burning. Now, there's a difference in burning fat and burning fat calories and burning regular calories. Have you ever seen someone and they were really, really big, and then, good morning, mommy, they were really big and they lost weight and then their skin was like all flabby. You see all this flabby skin, and it's probably because they weren't lifting weights, right? So the great cool thing about it is it boosts fat loss. I don't know about you, but we want to get rid of that belly fat, right? The second thing that it does, it increases mental clarity and focus. Now, am I the only person over 40? Okay, I'm over 50. Okay. And sometimes you kind of forget things. Yesterday, I went to the car for something and I got to the car and I was like, what did I come here for? I could not remember. I was just like, oh my gosh, has that ever happened to you? Or you can't find your keys, but it helps with the mental clarity. It helps you stay focused. So that's the second reason why it's very important to do intermittent fasting. The third reason, it repairs your body at a cellular level. So during fasting, your body activates autophagy, a process that cleans out damaged cells and regenerates new ones. Is that amazing? Get rid of the old and bring in the new. It just kind of makes your genes, I said your genes, makes your cells happy. They're like, yay, they're running around your body. Happy, happy, happy cell, happy, happy, happy cell, happy. We want happy cells, right? I'm going to go off track for a hot second, but I'm sorry, guys, because we're talking about cells. I want to talk about epigenetics really quick. Epigenetics has to do with your DNA. Your DNA is part of your body. You know, I'm not a scientist or anything like that. Are you really 37, Ashley? Wow, I did not know that you were that young. You really are my daughter. By the way, I'm missing my look. Anyway, stay on track, Tina. Stay on track. Okay. Wow, you're young, Ashley. Okay, so we're talking about epigenetics really quick. DNA. So DNA is part of your cells and organs and all that stuff. Epigenetics means that your DNA can hold trauma. And the first thing is it holds it in your body like little sticky notes. Now, the cool thing about this is it can change. You can change. Hi, Marcy. You can change the way your DNA is in your body. And the first thing is it stays in your body. Like I said, the second thing is your body holds this trauma for up to 7 generations. So your mother's mother, all the way back, right? So if you're wondering why a certain word, a certain sound, a certain smell triggers you, well, it's probably from someone in your past, right? So don't be so hard on yourself all the time when you're just like, I don't know why I can't lose weight. I don't know why I get angry with this. I don't know why this. Just pause and pray about it, right? So the first thing is with the epigenetics, your DNA is a certain way because of the trauma, and you can change that. The second thing, it holds seven, Lord of mercy, 7 generations back. And the third thing is unhealed trauma can cause stress Anxiety. Good morning, Carla. Stress, anxiety, and all sorts of things. So it's very important that, so I believe, I'm just making this up right now because we're talking about intermittent fasting, how it changes your cells. I'm going to say it helps change your DNA as well, because when you're moving your body, when you're doing all those things, it kind of helps. So if you're just tapping in, we're talking about a workshop, and you can go to my Instagram, you can go anywhere and sign up for this workshop, or just say, give me the link, Tina. It's a free workshop happening this Thursday because I'm doing an 8-week challenge to transform your mind, your body, and your soul. As I said, this is for new customers. If my current customers want it, it'll be a different price. But in this 8-week challenge, you're going to be a part of our community, but you also get me to personally train you one-on-one, something that I really don't do. So if you're interested, oh, thank you, Renee, www.imstarstina.com/info. I think that's it. So we're talking about intermittent fasting. The fourth reason why it's so important, it balances blood sugar and insulin levels. It helps prevent insulin resistance and supports overall metabolic health. Now, if you're in our community, you might have seen Carlissa. She's our diabetics pro when it comes to nutrition, because that is her zone of genius. That is not my zone of genius, but I can tell you when it comes to spiking of the blood levels, it's so important. I was telling Renee when we were getting, I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, guys. I think I forgot to eat yesterday. I really do, because I was so excited. I had such a great day yesterday. I did have a salad, but I think that's all I ate was salad. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm so hungry right now. But that's okay. That's okay, because the scales did go down, so I'm excited. All right, number 5, it slows aging and inflammation. Fasting may extend your lifespan and reduce chronic inflammation. Your skin and your joints will thank you. What is inflammation? That's when your body's all swollen. It's like what's going on? You have to give your body a break. You got to give your stomach a break. Think about if you had to go to the store and then you had to go to the park and you're just going and you're going and you're going. You're going to get tired. Do you think your heart gets tired? Do you think maybe your stomach is tired, your colon, your liver, your like all that stuff? Yes, baby. In our community, we do a 24-hour fast, and Marcy has been doing it every single week since we started. Marcy gets big kudos because I think she did. Renee might have done it. Renee, have you done it every single week? I know Marcy has. I missed about a week or two because I was in California and I was just like, the time change got me. But every Sunday to Monday, us as a community, as a team, we do a 24-hour fast. And the thing that I love about it, Carla said it as well. She says they pray and fast, right? Because praying and fasting and thanking God and, just being grateful is so super important for the things that you want to do. So it slows down the aging process and inflammation. Number 6, it preserves lean muscle. Fasting may extend, I said it right, when paired with strength training, intermittent fasting can support fat loss. I don't know about you, but I love nice, long, lean muscles. It makes me feel good. It makes me look good, right? Makes your posture so much better. When you're tired, when you're not strong, you're just bent over. You love food. You don't love food as much as I do, girl. I love food, let me tell you. But it's about that mental toughness, right? We were talking last night about milk. And someone's like, well, I can't stop drinking milk because I was raised on it. I was like, I don't want to hear that crap, all right? Just because you were raised your entire life doing certain things doesn't mean you can't change. You are not a tree. You're not stuck. Trees are stuck. You can move. You can change what you're doing. It's just like saying, well, this baby was born a crackhead, because the mom was on crack. So the baby's going to be on crack its entire life. No, you can change. It starts right here. Make a decision. Decision means to cut, to change, to do that, to make it happen. So make the decision. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, make a change. Like Michael Jackson says, I want to make a change. For once in my life. Make a change, people, okay? Grow the fudge up. Stop with the excuses. Just get the things done. Like I said, I'm having a workshop this Thursday so you can learn some tips, some strategies about our community, some extra things to just really open up your eyes about where you are in your life. It's also going to tap into our Q2 vision board event because I've been full bowl of cereal with cartons in the morning. Sound amazing. Cartoons. I think that was cartoons. So along with this with this workshop on Thursday, guys, I'm going to incorporate our vision board's information because every quarter I like to tap into that. I'm the vision board queen. I've been doing vision boards for over a decade and they absolutely work. They work even more when you just open up your heart, you open up your mind for what God wants for you, right? You have to be willing. You have to take risks. You have to be okay with being embarrassed. You have to be okay with not getting the things that you want in life, because you may think you want a certain relationship. You may think you want a certain job. You may think you want to, do something, but God doesn't want that. You have to be open to what God wants. After you're open, you got to surrender. You got to let go. Sometimes you really don't know what's going on. You don't know. It's just like, I don't know, God. I just don't know. Surrender. That's what I do every day. I surrender and say, just work through me, come through me. And then after you surrender, you want to be ready. Get ready for everything that's coming. And we have so many amazing things. So this Thursday in the workshop, we're going to be talking about where our vision is, what we're going for, being grateful for all that stuff, right? And we're going to be doing our retreat at the end of this year in November. I'm so excited. So if you're a part of our community, I cannot wait to see you and hug your neck. I'm doing different options, right? Because people are at different times in their life. You might be at a time in your life where it's a little challenging in the finances. That's okay. That's okay, because we have a payment plan. The retreat is going to be in November, and it's going to be so amazing. We're going to do a dinner cruise. We're having a little yoga with cacao ceremony. We have our pool. Anyway, this conversation is not about that. I got to get on track because I got yoga. The last one, number 7, builds discipline and emotional control. You learn to master your cravings, hunger cues, and emotional eating. It's just not physical. It's a spiritual thing, right? If you go to my Instagram, I have something on there that says, is it really physical hunger or is it emotional hunger? And I was saying with the physical hunger, it comes on slow, right? Like, okay, mine felt like it attacked me in the face, but you feel it in your stomach. So right now, my stomach is like, feed me Seymour. Anyone know what movie that's from? You can tell I used to like movies, right? Anyone tap in? Who knows what movie it is? When it was like, feed me Seymour. That's what I feel like right now. It's like, feed me. And I usually never eat this early. Like, this is way too early to eat for me. I usually eat between 10 and 11. So when you feel it in your head and when your heart, it's usually emotional, right? You're sad, you're mad, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're happy, right? You just have every emotion in the book. You're like, hey, I want to eat. Sometimes you're bored. You're like, I don't know what to do. It feels good to just chew on something. I got a secret for you, okay? Okay, this is what we're going to do. Grab some ice, Little Shop of Horrors. You got it, Carla. If you're bored and you want to eat, get some ice and suck on some ice. Bite on some ice. Drink some air. Okay, that's what you can do, because you gotta make a change. Let's wrap all these up so we can get out of here, crew. If you're just tapping in, I'm talking about a workshop that I'm having this Thursday at 7:15 p.m. Marcy got it also. Yay! 7:15 p.m. It's going to be amazing. But today we're talking about intermittent fasting because we want to stay focused. And there's different types of intermittent fasting. You have the 12 hours, which we normally do 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., or you could do 16-8 method, which is fasting for 16 hours and then eating for 8 hours. This is the most popular and a good beginner one after you hit that 12 hours. Then there's 14-10, fasting for 14 hours, eating for 10. That's a softer approach, great for women starting out, right? And then they have the 5-2 method. That's eating normally for 5 days and then limit your calories for the 2 days. So for those 2 days, 500 to 600 calories. That's another kind. And then there's the OMAD. I love this right here. I think I'm going to start leaning towards this. OMAD is 1 meal a day. You eat 1 large meal within 1 hour and fast the remaining 23 hours. And this is great for experienced fasters. Now, we also have 24-hour fast, 48-hour fast. All those things are great. But just to sum up all the reasons why you want to fast. 1, it boosts fat burning. 2, increases mental clarity and focus. 3, repairs your body at a cellular level. 4, balances blood sugar and insulin levels. 5, slows aging and inflammation. 6, preserves lean muscle. 7, builds discipline and emotional control. Now, if you've gained any value from what I've said today, do me a favor. Share this video with a friend, with a family member. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because this is something that's super deep to my heart, because my father passed away at 49 years old from a massive heart attack in his sleep. I loved my daddy. Like, I was the biggest daddy's girl. My grandmother passed away from heart disease. And if you didn't know, heart disease is the leading cause of death in America. So if you want to change the world, if you want to help change the world, I think someone will get a little bit of good information about this, right? Share it out, share it out. Carla, thanks for coming through. Marcy, Ashley, thanks for coming through. Mommy, thanks for coming through. I love you guys, love you, love you. Today is Wednesday. I'm about to go do 26 and 2 yoga. We have our 12 o'clock walking club. That's something else we do as well. See you guys at 12 o'clock noon. Renee, thank you for coming through. My top of the mountain moment right here is, if you want to make a change, start with your mind. You're not a tree. You can move. Peace and a bottle of